Hello, friends. My name's Cody Rigsby.
And I'm Andrew Chappelle.
And if you just ordered appetizers for the table, this is your weekly episode of Tactful Pettiness.
Listen, it is not restaurant week here in New York, but it is restaurant week here on the podcast.
Yes.
We know that you know this, but Cody and I love to eat.
We love to eat. We love going to restaurants. I actually kind of just forgot about restaurant week. When's the last time you went to a restaurant week, thing?
So Joe is good with deals and things.
Okay.
And I believe when we were first early dating.
Okay.
Because it is kind of a good date thing to be like, hey, listen, it's restaurant week. We can go to this place. Because, then you're like, it brings down the price. And then it's neither of you have been there.
Yes.
So it kind of helps with the.
But then it's a menu that you didn't really, that's not what you wanted from the restaurant.
I mean, listen, we can
it's
hop
a watered down version of the
we can
restaurant.
hop right into it, but I do have a thing against prefix menus because
Thank you.
Inevitably there's going to be something on the prefix
that you don't want.
So if I like stations 2 and 3, but then station 1 doesn't have the thing that I want.
It typically does, and we will get to more into this.
Yes.
It typically does go poorly at dessert. They usually give you the dessert that I don't think you really want, but...
Well, because here's what I don't really always appreciate about prefixes. Prefixes to me are charlatans. They are pretending like they're doing you a favor, being like, oh, we can give you a taste tester of the things that are on menu and you're saving money. No, you're saving money. You're giving me the thing I didn't necessarily ever want to order.
It's giving Groupon.
Yes.
It's definitely giving Groupon, and that's fine.
Oh my God, Groupon. Now why have you not done that as a scam?
Does Groupon still exist?
I'm sure.
No way.
Fire Festival
I was a Groupon girly back in 2008,
Same.
9,
Listen,
and 10.
when we were on a budget, listen, you had to go. I remember getting one of the worst massages of my life on a Groupon.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Why don't we jump into
a
very hot topic? Splitting the bill.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Here's the thing, and I do have a famous Peloton clip from my class where I read the girls for essentially splitting the bill. If we're going out to eat in a group, I'm not itemizing things. We're getting a lot of things for the table. We're getting drinks. We're getting appetizers. We're getting entrees. Yeah. I don't want your shitty energy coming into the room being like, oh, I just had this. Okay, then why did you come? Because famously I said, we're running up the bill, and we're having a good-ass time.
But the thing is...
We're running up the bill, and we're having a good-ass time.
This is such a you problem.
No,
it is not.
No. But also, let me preface this by saying that, this is not the energy of our friend group. We do not do this itemized thing. Here's my perspective on it. As we get older, we have just less and less time to have quality time together, right?
Yes.
So if we have all figured out a moment that we can all share a meal together, I don't want it to then be encumbered by complicated mathematics.
I'm not trying to get out the spreadsheet and figure out what everyone had.
No.
We're throwing in the cards, and we're splitting it evenly. If you didn't come to have a good time, if you didn't come to drink, then don't come.
Or
and if you're not, even if I were, there's been many a dinner I've been to and I actually didn't drink. I don't give a fuck. I will pay the premium to be in the company of my best friends and giggle and have fun and enjoy an evening of good food.
That's the point.
Yes,
that is the point. Oh yeah. I mean, there's also, which is to me even more simple, is to put one card down, because sometimes if you're at a dinner with 8 people, and I think we've gotten better in our group about splitting up when the card goes down.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's that's why Venmo, Cash App,
it's so much
PayPal
easier.
exists. Someone can put down the card, someone can get the points, and then we can all Venmo you.
This is why we have these things.
This is why you have a card. You want the points to have free things later.
Correct.
I mean, you barely get any free things from the points, but it's the idea that counts.
I do think the game has changed.
What do you mean
the
the game
points?
has
My
changed?
friends would always be like, not me, not me, not me for the card.
No, when you
and
get
now everyone's throwing the card down because they want the points.
They want the points.
That was our group in the year 2016. Yeah. We were all fighting for points for our life.
We wanted those Sky Miles.
And it was no tea, no shade. It was getting a little tense sometimes because we have a friend, Corey. And I know he's going to be watching this because he's very supportive of our podcast, and he loves to get his miles.
He loves to get his miles.
And he was a little too energetic about putting that card down for a while.
Yeah. And as someone who worked in the food service industry for many years, almost over a decade as a waiter, which we'll get into later as well, bitch, I'm not trying to remember. Oh, you're supposed to put 53.14 on this card and 35 on this card. Bitch.
Make it easy for them.
Make it easy. And even if it's an even split, do you know how much energy and focus has to go into swiping 4 to 8 credit cards and then getting the printer receipt out, putting it into a booklet? You don't have 8 pens. You've got to go borrow the pens from another waiter and then give the table 8 different books with pens and paper and cards. Enough.
I think that doing 3 or 4 cards makes sense if 3 or 4 people have dined. But then it's like, if you put, like, let's say we put 3 cards down for a table of 8 people.
Okay.
Then I'm really like, now who do I owe? Now who do I owe what?
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Because like, if you put 1 card, then you'd be like, okay, we're going to split this around 8 people. If you put 3 cards, where's
who's
Albert
doing
Einstein?
that? That's wild.
People do that. People be like, oh,
that's
well,
a
we can
horrible
all
idea.
just because sometimes people are like, well, we can both get the points.
Oh no.
This is why it's important we talk about this.
We have to talk
because
about
these
this.
things do happen.
I think one person should put the card down. You can Venmo them later, or if you have a specific friend group, like I'll get it this time, you'll get it next time. It's about the experience. It's about having fun. Let's stop pinching pennies here.
Correct.
Okay.
And listen, and there's nothing wrong with pinching pennies. If
No.
you are pinching pennies,
That's
here are
fine.
your options. If you're pinching pennies, you can either tell your friends, look, I'm pinching pennies. I can't join you this week.
Yeah.
Or you can say, look, I'm pinching pennies. Is anybody shot Katla Big Balla and wants
Well,
to...
that's my thing. Like,
let us know.
Because I've heard this discourse on the internet. They're like, well, I'm broke. I can't go. Okay. And like, if I'm going to an experience and my friend is like, yo, I'm really pinching pennies right now, I got you, girl.
Yep.
I got you.
Don't try it too often.
Don't try too often, but like I want your presence at said dinner or lunch. And what is it to me if I spend another $50 to $100 on you and I get to be in your presence? Don't even worry about it, babe. I got it.
That's friendship.
I got it.
What's the appropriate Venmo timeline? Like more than a day?
Immediately.
Because that's, I think...
Maybe 24 hours. Like, I get it. Like, we're rushing out of the table. Maybe you forgot. But also, like, yeah, be a good friend.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to remind you more than once.
Do not want to track this down. I'm not on The Sopranos.
No. No.
Like, I just went to like a 16-person dinner, and that would stress me out to get all those Venmos back.
Well, yeah, and like I'm sure you don't know 16
Yeah.
people that well, so like there could be some shady girls in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, well, yeah. I don't like dining with shading people anyway, so it's like I doubt I'm going to be like at a dinner and offer to pay, and I don't know 6 of the people. But like, for instance, I put my card down for Justin's birthday party.
Yeah,
you did tip and cash. I did the rest.
Yeah,
and I didn't know Justin's sister's boyfriend. And then there were 2 other people that joined. And I was just like, but I knew it was family fare, and everybody Venmo'd me literally before we even got up from the table.
Yeah.
It was just like, how much is it? And then all I did was just count the Venmos and looked around the table and was like, okay, done.
We're good. I would say also, to that point, like I brought to the group dinner, I brought cash just for that instance because I knew that like the cards and all the things was going to be very, very cumbersome. So I do, if you're going to go large, bring cash. I like to carry cash anyways.
You also like to leave when you're ready to leave.
I also love to leave when I'm ready to leave, and I don't want to wait.
And you know that about yourself. And so for you to
when
bring
the dinner is over, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Unless we're having a very, unless it's maybe a Saturday night and like
or
we're having espresso
trip.
Martinis and we're gonna enjoy it, or a trip, yes. But
a trip we like to chill at the
dinner,
table a little bit.
weeknight dinner, I'm ready to go home.
Correct.
I'm ready to go home.
What about splitting the bill on a date?
That's a vibe thing.
That's a vibe thing, but in all honesty, I think I think it's different. Like I know you're very passionate about this. Like,
wait, what do you think about it?
She always thinks that the man should pay.
Absolutely.
Wait,
great. I don't know.
No.
I don't know your world. I don't know vaginas. I don't care. Like I don't have an opinion on it.
That's actually not my opinion.
Wait, what is your opinion?
My opinion is the first date.
The man should pay.
I think that's nice.
Okay, great.
But I think some people take it too far.
Okay,
like,
that's fair.
I think beyond a third date, I think then I'm splitting it or we're alternating.
Okay.
But again,
that's fair.
I think it depends on the man. I think it depends on the woman. I think it depends on the restaurant.
I don't like oh my God, wait. This is also something that I really hate. We haven't even gotten to food. We're at the bill. We're at the end of the meal. I hate, and I think it's because my days as a waiter, people fighting over the bill.
Oh, it's so performative.
Oh, yeah.
Like, no, let me pay. No, I got it this time. You got it? Okay. Pay up. I'm not arguing with you and fighting you over the bill. If you want to pay for it, go off, babe.
You from me, you get one. Are you sure?
Oh.
And if they said, yeah, sure, I said, all right.
Swipe away, babe.
I don't need the back and forth. I'm saving my voice for a performance.
A white man loves to fight over who's paying the bill.
Oh,
a dad.
Yeah.
Oh, and
an executive.
An executive.
I love to let a white man pay for
Yes,
anything.
please.
Sir. My people have been through too much. If you are offering to pay
Yeah.
for something for me, I will let you.
Like, I'm not going to fight over the bill. I'm not fighting over this bill. You say it once, here you go, baby. Swipe away.
PSA for the girlies. I really always employ on every date a reach. Oh,
you gotta have a reach. You gotta
have
a
reach.
Act,
Yeah,
at least act like you're paying.
Yeah, like
okay.
I kind of
That's fair.
look to my wallet and try to find it
It's
really
giving
quick.
that meme.
Yeah,
It's giving that TikTok.
I love
trend.
a reach. I think a reach is very kind.
I think a reach is kind. It is performative. I would do you one more and say I would even get the card.
Oh,
because to me in a
get the card.
Get your
get
card
the card out.
Okay, Gail King, taking up space.
Well, because to me in a modern world, I
at least that's showing that you want to you're about to pay
and that you can
because on the first date,
I really do think on a first date, if a man is taking a lady out to dine, he should pay.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think that if on the second date you're able to pay and you want to pay, then you should at least offer. But it would be nice if you continued to pay. There is that thing though that happens where then all of a sudden people start to feel like you owe them something, and the scales have shifted a little bit. And so that's why I'm like, it really does depend, because nobody likes to feel like they owe you anything.
For me though, like I'm not going on a dinner date unless I know that I'm fucking.
Oh,
really?
No. Let me put it. I'm not going on a dinner date with somebody that I don't want to have sex with.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm not going. I'll go get drinks. I would say I'm probably having sex with someone before I'm going on a dinner
I was going to
date.
say he loves a pre.
I see. Yeah.
No, I'm not even saying
well,
that.
That's not just a him thing. That's a gay thing.
No. I'm not even saying like having sex before the dinner, which I'm absolutely about because like everyone's
it gets
full
it out
and
of the way.
nobody wants to fuck. I'm saying like I'm not spending my time with someone in that capacity if I don't know that I've already had sex with you or really want to have sex with you.
Because now I'm investing time.
Yeah, I'll go have drinks with you, and if that flops, then that's great. But I'm assuming that like if I'm on a dinner date, this is already someone I want to fuck. That being said, ordering for the table is one of my favorite things to do.
And you're really good at it.
I am really good at ordering the table. I love to order something that we can all share and have a moment in, and it brings a good energy to the table. Let's have a bread basket for the table. Let's have an order of mozzarella sticks for the table. Let's have some oysters for the table. It gets the energy going.
Well, and it needs to be ordered pronto.
Right away, babe.
Because we're already ordering cocktails. We are hungry.
We're hungry. I want to snack on something for the table.
I don't want to feel under duress to like make my main choice. So like bring some things, and we can
bring some things
because again we're spending time together.
And also, when just a pro tip here, when you are ordering something for the table, make sure that you ask how many of each thing comes in the thing for the table. So if it's 3 and you've got 6 people, you need to do 2 orders.
Correct.
If you've got 4 people and it comes with 3, you need to ask, can you have 1 more?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, and sometimes
or just do 2 orders for the 4 people.
Correct.
I'm not splitting 1 croqueta.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to fight with Andrew over like, you want to split this? I don't want to split it. I want my own.
But the irony of you liking this and hating tapas makes no sense to me.
Because
it's literally
tapas.
Cody. We're literally talking about Cody.
No. Tapas is
this man
a
hates
meal.
tapas.
Tapas is a meal of things for the table. That's not what I want. I want the things for the table to move me into the meal where I get an entree and I get a salad and I get a dessert. I don't need little things. A tapas is for the table, and I don't want that as a meal.
If your brain is already at full capacity with errands and things to remember, let Skylight Calendar handle the rest. Skylight Calendar is a Wi-Fi connected digital display that showcases your entire family's schedule, even your chosen family, with clarity, color, and brilliance in either a 10 or 15-inch HD screen. Now, if you're like me, I like to feel like I'm living in the future. I like screens. I like to be able to touch the screen and move it around, and I want to feel like I'm in a future movie. And having this in the house has really helped me with that fantasy. It's also helped me to keep on task because how many times have you been cooking and been like, oh my God, I wonder what the next thing is for tomorrow or whatever. It's right there. I love having my calendar right there to make sure I am on schedule and on task. This all-in-one smart calendar syncs seamlessly with Google Calendar, Apple Calendar, Outlook, and more. With the free Skylight Companion app, you can add or update events, lists, and more on the go. If in 120 days you are not 100% thrilled with your purchase, you can return it for a full refund, no questions asked. Right now, Skylight is offering our listeners $30 off their 15-inch calendars by going to skylightcal.com/petty. Go to skylightcal.com/petty for $30 off your 15-inch calendar. That's skylightcal.com/petty. Thank you. Not to sound like an influencer, but a lot of people have been asking, Andrew, how is your voice so silky smooth and hydrated? Well, every morning I awaken myself, I look out the window at the beautiful blue sky, head to the kitchen and pour water into a glass with some ice. I then put a delicious Element hydration packet into the water and swirl it around ever so gently. Then I slowly digest the hydration packet to start my day. Element delivers a meaningful dose of electrolytes free of sugar, artificial colors, or other suspect ingredients. Element is formulated for anyone on a mission to restore their health through hydration. Because we don't want any thirsty girls out there, honey. Everybody needs to be hydrated. Get your free Element sample pack with any purchase at drinkelement.com/tactful. That's drinklmnt.com/tactful. Try Element totally risk-free. If you don't like it, they'll refund your order, no questions asked. Also, try the new Element Sparkling, a bold 16-ounce can of sparkling electrolyte water to really get you hydrated.
Have you noticed I'm moving in a new way around our group meals? Because I really like that you choose the starters because you are very passionate about the foods that you will and will not eat.
Yes.
And so because I'm less passionate about it, I'm like, I know that probably you're going to order something that I like or want. So I don't need to participate in this part of the meal. Because
I like to take charge in a meal.
But also, when too many people start putting their opinion on things, then I get annoyed.
You can trust that I'm going to order good things for the table. Correct, Ren?
Correct.
Because
he's a good orderer. I'll give him that.
I don't like, and we all know people like this, but I don't like when people are like, well, like, does that have peanut butter in it?
Enough.
Like, well, I'm not sure. Is the lettuce wraps, like, are there peanuts
Does it have
on?
gluten?
And I'm just
okay, not too much of my girl.
Fired.
It just like, it can get a little cumbersome. It can get a little tough. And like, but remember, like, we're just starting the meal. Like, if there's something that you know that you can't have, or there's something you know you can have, and you haven't heard it ordered, go ahead and throw it in.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and be like, you know what? I want the avocado rolls. And,
Great. Yes.
If you can't eat anything else, guess what? They're all yours, babe.
They're all yours.
Because again, it's for the table.
It's for the table.
This is a genuine compliment for Cody. He is a good orderer. I will give him that.
Fantastic.
He's a really good orderer.
Yeah, fantastic.
I specifically love, this is why I like to revisit some restaurants, because I like knowing what are the good things, and I love taking a new person there.
Yeah.
Ren might disagree with this, but shout out to Bonnie's in Williamsburg. I haven't taken you there.
I would love to go.
Fantastic drinks. The drinks are incredible,
Yeah,
Ren.
we like the drinks. Beyond that,
How is the drink
no,
not good?
No, I said I like the drink.
Bonnie's has fantastic. It's Szechuan food.
What was that?
I love that. That was so hard.
And I know exactly what to order. There are some misses there. There are some misses there, but that's why I know the menu very well. We're getting the walnut shrimp.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting the squid with Chinese ranch. It's incredible.
This is not an ad, by the way. This is just genuine.
We're getting the typhoon, the tsunami.
It's like a tsunami.
Are you getting the McRib?
We're getting the McRib. Absolutely, we're getting the McRib.
And
we're getting and I think they took it off the menu, though, because last time I was there, they didn't have it. The BLT fried rice. Incredible.
Wow.
So good.
Okay, so it seems like you're okay splitting the appetizers. What are your views on splitting an entree?
This is when we're about to throw hands.
I don't, well, No, like your entree is your entree. Your entree is your
Andrew?
entree.
Unless it's been previously decided.
that we're splitting.
Here's the thing. Sometimes because you order a lot of appetizers for the table.
I would like to say that also comes from I've worked through this in therapy, and I've tried to order less.
This is a part of it.
This comes from the poverty mindset of like, now I got the money, so I'm like, I hate being hungry. I don't like being hungry in any capacity, so I will over order for the table and in general.
Yes. This
And
I know.
I'm getting better at it.
Yeah, we know this.
I'm getting better at it.
So what I have started doing, Joe and I have started doing, because
it's different when you're a couple, but yes.
it is
Oh,
different in a
yeah.
couple. But like, because Cody orders enough food to feed a football team for the appetizer, I will absolutely split my entree because there's no way I'm getting a whole chicken.
Oh, don't get it twisted. I'm saying split C's.
Yeah,
plural.
she's talking about split
I'm
Cs.
talking like
What do
it's a
you mean?
spectrum.
Splitsies.
Yeah, I want to go
like,
split
let's
C's.
say there's two of us. Like,
Yeah.
if me and Ren go out to dinner, she does this a lot.
Yeah,
She's
that's
like,
what
"Do
I
you
do.
wanna
Oh, you
go-"
each get
An
one
entree, and we half
and
and
we're like
half.
splitting.
Oh God.
Here's the thing.
Those are just people that don't know how to make a decision.
Exactly.
That's like what is it? The thing like it's bi and he's verse. It's like that's a man
No,
that's
I was
never made a
like-
decision in his
I
life.
literally was thinking, like, much like sexuality, this too is a spectrum, and I'm 100% a split C's girl.
So you're telling me if I order the lasagna
Yep.
and you order the prime rib,
Yep.
you want some of my lasagna?
Absolutely, we're cutting it in half.
Here's the thing. I will get no. We're not doing.
I'll give you a
few
bite.
bites.
I'll give you a bite.
I'll give you a few bites because listen, you looked at the menu. I looked at the menu. We made a decision.
We each made a decision.
We took a risk.
Two
and
adults.
We don't, and especially if we don't know what's going on.
Consenting.
Consenting. So I know that I want the prime rib, and I'm getting the prime rib.
And my mouth
And
is
it's
ready to
salivating.
eat it.
No,
And if the prime rib is delicious, I'm going to tell you, Andrew, you got to try this prime rib, and I'm going to give you an
Beautiful
elite
bite.
bite.
I'm
going to find
perfect bite.
He's gonna put all the
everything,
seasonings on the
everything that is
bite.
on that plate.
An
I'm going to make
onion.
sure that you get the prime rib, the mashed potato, the peas, and
Yeah.
I'm going to put it. I'm going to give you an elite bite,
Yes.
and you're going to be like, wow, that is fantastic. I'll even give you one more elite bite.
yeah.
So generous.
If you
Yeah.
come out me being like, oh, that's so good, I want like half. Get the fuck away from me.
That's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
I'm telling you, I would not date a man who would not go splitsies with me.
Oh, okay, well.
But that is a
Good
little
thing I'm-
okay. That is a little.
This is why we would
different,
never
though.
date.
I will say that is a little different with heterosexual relationships. I have seen a little bit more leniency when it comes to behavior like that.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Which I do not
Cody,
condone.
I do not
for a
condone that.
brunch, it's elite.
For a brunch.
It's
No, we
sweet
didn't
and
even get- we
savory.
didn't
Baby,
even
we're
brunch.
talking about eggs and waffles. We
Yeah,
have
we
to
get
split
sweet
that?
and savory. You
No.
get a pancake and an omelet.
No,
No.
first of all, I don't know if we have brunch on the list. Brunch. Excuse me. At brunch, I'm having multiple drinks and I'm having multiple plates. I'm getting a savory entree for myself, and I'm getting a pancake for the table. I'm
do
getting a
love-
waffle for the
Actually,
table.
Cody gets a table pancake, and that's very
Thank
nice.
you.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than a
Table
pancake
pancake.
for the table.
Yes.
Why are you trying to decide between savory and sweet when you can have both? You have your savory and then you share the pancake. I just had a fantastic. Oh my god. Me, Quentin, and Patrick went up to Wildflower Resort, upstate. Incredible. The food's incredible. We had brunch multiple times.
It was Easter.
It was Easter. I got a savory option. Everyone got a savory option, and then we ordered a pancake, which was fantastic, and a sticky bun
Yes.
for the table.
Well,
table.
and you know what's important
That's
about,
beautiful.
particularly with brunch, we don't have to linger on brunch, but what's really important about brunch, especially when you're ordering for the table, there are going to be people that are not honest with themselves. There are going to be people that are lying to themselves and to you when they say, oh, I don't want the pancake. Oh, I don't want the French toast.
Girl.
They are lying. They are liars. They are the scum of the earth.
Cannot be
because
trusted.
when it lands,
Yep.
They want a bite,
they at least want a bite.
and they want an elite bite. They want the pancake with the whipped cream and the berries.
They might be the first person to order more syrup.
Thank you.
So when you're doing this, just keep in mind that people are gonna be like, no, I won't have any. They're gonna have a little bit.
They're gonna have a little bit.
I do have a question. Have you
Please.
ever experienced food FOMO?
I was gonna get there. And here's the thing.
Because that's why I'm team splitsies.
And I, listen, as good of an
Yes.
order as I am, there's many times that I've had food FOMO.
FOMO.
I've ordered the wrong thing.
Yeah.
But I go back to my previous statement. We both looked at the menu. We both made a decision, and we have to live with that decision.
Consequence.
There's a consequence to your actions.
Correct. We learned this at a young
You,
age.
you made the decision. You sit with what your meal. I'll ask you for a bite. You'll give me an elite bite. That might be fantastic. I will think to myself, "Fuck, I ordered the wrong thing," and I'll be the first one to say,
I'll sit in that.
I'll say you ordered better. You ordered better than me.
Yeah.
I own it.
But we're not splitting it. Why am I going to take away from you the ability to enjoy that entire plate? So I can have half of it and you can have half of my mediocrity?
Yeah, no.
Okay,
wait, so this reminds me of another topic that we want to discuss, which is asking the waiter for a recommendation.
Ooh.
So if you go to a restaurant and you ask the waiter, like, hey, like, what do you suggest? And they tell you one or two things, how much do you feel obligated to actually follow their advice?
Mm-hmm.
I do. There is a sense of obligation. I will be honest with you.
It's mad awkward.
There is a sense of obligation, but I think that we have to be really just honest with ourselves. But I'm very adamant. Like they'll say it, and they're like, that doesn't sound good to me, or like, oh, thank you, but I think I'm gonna go like with this, and you just have to kind of bite the bullet.
It's better to do it quicker. Like when they say, like, well, the branzino, like, ooh, I'm not really a branzino person.
Act fast.
Be ready to
and like
hop in there.
Listen, but this is when it comes to like our boomer moms.
Oh.
Shout out to Cindy.
Hi, Karen.
If you're asking a recommendation and they give you a recommendation, then they give you another recommendation.
Oh, no.
That's all you're getting. Stop asking for more. If you're like, I don't like the branzino. Oh, well, we have a lovely steak. I don't eat steak.
Okay, now
you're done.
So now
then
you
fucking look at the menu.
Yeah, what do you
look
want?
at the fucking menu and figure out what
Can
you
I
want, babe.
introduce
I gave you two experiences here, and you don't want it.
I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know what to tell you.
My new thing is truly has been when I ask for a recommendation from someone that's working at the restaurant, I take it.
Oh.
Okay.
Because I'm just like, if they're saying with their full chest, I need to get the tuna burger.
We can get the tuna burger.
And I wasn't going to get a tuna burger. I'm like, let me try it, you know?
But do be prepared to lie when they ask you how it is.
Okay. Or what would
Because
you
you've
do
already
in
made
this
the decision.
scenario?
I'm not going to be like,
Yeah.
just put a smile on your face. But it's great. Thank you so much for the rec.
I fear you'll hate this, but my mom, I adopted a lot of these habits from her.
Okay.
We love her so much, but she unfortunately once ordered something based on the rec.
Okay.
He was like, we love the dates.
Oh,
They're
no.
amazing.
Oh, no.
They arrive, didn't like it. She said, sir, we don't like these.
Okay.
Please take them back.
Okay.
No.
Where do we fall?
No.
Well,
Not like they were cooked incorrectly or they
no.
brought the wrong thing. She didn't like it.
No.
she might know. She might have a point there.
No.
Really? He told her to get him. She didn't like
order
him.
something and it comes out wrong. If you ordered a steak and it comes out medium well and you ordered it medium,
Yeah.
you have every right to say,
right.
this is overcooked, send this back.
Okay.
Even if your plate sits down and it's cold, you say, this is what I
cold.
ordered, send it back.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If you get your steak and it is medium and it is cooked to perfection and it is all that, and you don't like it, bitch, you read the menu.
Yeah.
Stop sending it back because you don't like it. Do you understand the food cost that goes into that as a restaurateur?
Yeah. I knew Cody would hate that.
Do you know how much time you're taking up for the kitchen? It's an absolute no. Like, read it, use your context clues, and fucking eat the meal that you ordered. You make the decision. Stick with it.
I agree with that, but I also like if he suggested that she would love the bacon wrap dates and they were not great. Also, if y'all are gonna send something back, do not have eaten more than a few bites.
That's what I did laugh with her. I was like, Mom, I love you so much, but this
You ate
plate
half
that we're
of them.
sending back is not exactly giving. We didn't enjoy it.
Oh, well, then absolutely not.
No.
No.
Listen.
Everybody had one. There's two left.
There's two left.
No.
And I was like, they're definitely spitting in our food. Something's
can-
going on.
No.
Because you know,
You
I'm
can
as a
take-
joke, but like people, I don't want to piss them off. That's a lot.
In my heart, you have 2 bites to figure out if you like it or not.
And you really
You
better
better
think
know.
about.
And you better think about it.
And you better know what you want next.
Yeah, hey,
Because don't be like, well, then can I see a menu again? Oh, well, now we all have to wait.
yeah, you're
But
holding up the process.
are we aligned on meat temperature being a valid reason?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm aligned on that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, listen, it's so funny because you kind of know if a restaurant's going to be good before you even walk in. You can just kind of tell.
Yeah, for sure.
Sometimes you walk in a restaurant, you're like, wow, this is going to be tough.
This is gonna be tough.
And this happens sometimes. And then it's just like with anything. It's like when I go see shows in New York, you have to like set your expectation. So
Yeah.
it's like if your expectation is too high, you're going to be disappointed.
Believe it or not, we live in the age of convenience. It's time to work smart and live smart. So, are you still going to the grocery store? Going through every product, making sure it's healthy? This is why we love Thrive Market. It's your new go-to online grocery store for getting all your healthy essentials delivered. Listen, time is of the essence. So is our health. So, why I love Thrive Market is I can trust that the things that I'm buying there are good for me. Their team of product researchers do the hard work so you don't have to spend hours reading labels, and they have all the hard-to-find brands at the best prices. Finding better options is easy with Thrive Market's Healthy Swaps scanner. Just scan a product and it instantly recommends cleaner alternatives. Now that's what I call convenience. They also have so many on-site filters that make it simple to shop your needs. Whether it's gluten-free snacks, we love, high-protein meals, we love, or non-toxic cleaning products, we love. They also now accept SNAP, EBT, and offer free memberships for low-income families through their Thrive Gives program. Ready to make the switch? Go to thrivemarket.com/tactful for 30% off your first order, plus a free $60 gift. That's THRIVE market.com/tactful. thrivemarket.com/tactful. Do you know when a new shirt just becomes your go-to? Listen, I am famous for when I find a piece, I buy 2 of them because I know I'm going to wear that piece out. And that's why I love, love, love Quince. Listen, it's bound to happen at Quince. They have so many amazing things there. Their pieces are the first thing you'll reach for in your closet. Trust me, because I can speak from experience. These pieces are my go-to pieces. They're lightweight, they're comfortable, and always on point. Quince has all the things you actually want to wear, like organic cotton silk polos, European linen beach shorts, and comfortable pants that work for everything from backyard hangs to nice dinners. The best part? Everything with Quince is priced 50 to 80% less than what you'll find at similar brands. By working directly with top artisans and cutting out the middleman, Quince gives you luxury pieces without the crazy markups. And Quince only works with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices and premium fabrics and finishes. Elevate your closet with Quince. Go to quince.com/pettiness for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Yeah, you heard that right. That's Quince, QUINCE.com/pettiness to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/pettiness.
Speaking of temperature on meat,
Yes.
baby,
Ooh.
you better be like, if we're going, because I will split a steak. We're ordering it medium rare, babe.
Oh my God.
If
Medium rare?
Medium rare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Medium.
Oof.
Ooh.
We're not splitting it. You're
I've never split a steak with you.
okay. Exactly.
Yeah.
So medium rare. I will compromise for medium with certain people. When I go to eat food with Quentin, I'm like, okay, because
Okay.
Quentin is a specific.
Quentin's a picky girl.
She's
He
picky.
likes it a little
and he
bit
loves
more
to
cooked.
he loves to complain about each and everything. So we just got to make sure it gets to the finish line.
Okay.
I'm ordering my steak medium rare. If you guys are eating medium, I will say, okay, that's fine. Anything above medium, you are trash. Why are you eating meat? Why are you eating a steak?
Cody, leave these people
No.
alone. Let these people eat their burnt cow.
Have some class. Have some decorum. Stop eating steak above a medium.
Yeah, but what if you're going to a Longhorn Steakhouse? You still want it medium or medium rare?
Yes, medium. You need to trust the process here. Okay.
I don't know, honey. We're in.
I remember. I remember in
Poughkeepsie?
Miami. You ordered the steak medium well because it was at an interesting establishment. I
Yeah.
do remember. I do
Yeah.
remember. That.
Why are you even ordering the steak?
Yeah.
At that
Why are you
point?
even ordering the steak? Get the fucking chicken.
I had a taste for steak.
You had a steak. You had a taste for a hockey puck. Stop. My mother. And listen. My mother, Cindy Rigsby, eats steak medium well. It's trash. It's trash.
no.
I love the
Oh
woman.
my
It's trash. You're a trashy individual.
Happy
ordering
Mother's Day.
Happy
Happy
Mother's Day.
Sponsored by Mother's
Yeah.
Day.
Sponsored by flowers.com. Stop ordering steaks. Anything above a medium, then have the chicken, have the fish, have the pork chop. I don't know. Like, no.
Cody, the things
It's trash.
things like this that bother you entertain me so
Oh, I'm so
thoroughly.
with him on this. I would love the medium well people to
If
come
I went on a
forward.
date and a man
I'm
ordered a
scared
steak,
of medium
I'm sorry,
well.
but if they ordered a steak anything above a medium, medium it's not working for us.
No, it's not
It's
going to
not
work
working for us.
out.
Medium is for me like the sweet spot is the prime.
No, I want
for
some
me.
blood. I want some red on there, baby.
But there's still blood with medium.
Do you eat beef? Do you eat steak tartare?
Yeah, I've had steak tartare.
Man, okay, I enjoy it.
Yeah, I've had steak tartare.
And I will. What do you get your salmon?
Oh.
Oh, I want that done.
Well,
Yeah, I think salmon more of the time, like even at medium, sometimes comes out a little too like.
Yeah.
And I for some reason I don't trust salmon as much, but
you could get sick. That's fair.
No, I like it done.
I think medium is good for me. I'm not doing medium rare on the salmon. It's too dead.
You know, it's too like squishy in there.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Okay, so let's say you ordered the thing, you didn't like it, you send it back. The meal is starting to turn because a meal can turn left quick. So when do we get the manager involved?
Oh, I love where this is going.
0% of the times.
You're never getting the manager
Also,
involved.
if you're someone who asks for the manager, you're not my kind of person. We can figure this out with the waiter. Why are you wasting the manager's time? Like,
but what if the waiter? What if the
people
waiter's
that
getting?
fucking no. Here's the thing: people that fucking ask for the manager, you just are trying to get something free, and you want to complain, and it's annoying. You have no decorum. You have no class. Like, what are you asking for the manager for?
Well,
why does the manager need to get involved?
Well,
if the manager comes to the table because something has gone wrong,
they heard.
Oh, thank you so much for coming over. Everything is great, Mark. Thank you so much for sharing. And yes, we will.
Like,
and we will take that free round of espresso martinis
Yeah.
because the steak was overcooked. I really appreciate that. I'm not asking for Mark. Can you go get your manager? Come on.
I think people get the manager when they hit a roadblock with the server.
Who's doing that?
I mean,
in what scenario?
You guys, look at the internet. The internet is crazy with people asking for the manager. It's like that was a whole thing.
No, these are people trying to get.
Yeah, they're
for
trying to
free.
get things for free.
They're trying to get things for free, and they're. Like, I don't know. It's probably people with annoying kids. It's just like, it's a
those
certain
aren't
kind
our
of
people.
person. Like, have some class.
I will tell you, there was one time.
Uh-oh.
There was one time I was visiting New York with my mom, and we ate at a restaurant in Midtown by our hotel. And she ordered the French onion soup. The French onion soup came out. It was cold.
Okay.
And she was just like,
Send it back?
Hey, yep. She sent it back. It came back. It was still like not really
Okay.
warm. And she was just like,
Understood.
hey, it's still. And they're like, listen, we're so sorry. We had a fire in our kitchen. I'm going to send the manager over. Come back tomorrow.
Okay.
Come back tomorrow and we'll get you a good meal on us. Don't worry. And we were
Okay.
like, oh my God, how cool, New York, right? So we come back the next day. The restaurant was on fire.
They didn't fix the problem.
The restaurant,
fix the problem.
the kitchen had really caught a flame.
Damn, Gina.
So that was one of the only other times like I was
you
just
asked for the manager because it was on fire?
well, no,
We need to do something about this.
Yeah, I know,
Why
like-
is it on fire?
Yeah, we can't
We can't
dine-
get to our
dine here.
table.
Well, no, it was like imagine you have a French onion soup and it was like once and then twice. It's still not warm. It's like okay, like maybe we need
You
some
said
type
you
of
could get the manager.
yeah. We need an explanation here.
At that point, I'm sending it back, and I'm actually just saying, you know what? I don't want it. I'm good. I don't want to wait another 15 minutes for another soup.
yeah,
I'm over it.
Yeah, that's
Let's
tough.
just send out the entrees, babe.
that's tough.
Just send out the entrees.
I will say what's more common for my friends is people being afraid of saying anything when something goes wrong. And I also think that's gone too far as well.
That is the millennial guilt.
Like the
Maybe some of
anxiety.
the,
Because we have to deal with the
Yeah.
people that are dining with you,
Yeah.
being like, and we're like, I mean, if you don't like it, like tell,
send it back.
like tell
Yeah,
Yeah, I
them or
also
send
don't
it
want to
back.
hear my friend complain about, okay, well, do something. Like, I'm just like, why are you complaining, but you're not going to say anything? It's like
Exactly.
annoying.
Yeah, if there's a problem, grow some balls and
Yeah.
like just take
Be
care
nice
of
about
take care of
it.
it.
Yeah.
It's like say please and thank you. Just get to the point and we're gonna get it done. Let me tell you, a restaurant is a hard job to work in and it takes a lot of time. The quicker we can make this transaction happen, the better it's gonna be, babe.
Which brings me to another point.
Oh, please.
If you are dining and you desire ketchup or salt, and you're like, oh shoot, I need some ketchup, and the waiter comes over and you say,
And
hey,
they go, hey, how are those first few bites of your meal?
That you're not gonna
Can I get you anything? This is your opportunity to ask for each and every sauce that you desire or need in this moment.
Period.
and make it fast.
Make it fast.
And clear and concise. Actually, thank you for asking. I would love ketchup, salt, and honey mustard.
I would like ketchup, mayo, and if you have it, ranch dressing. Thank you so much.
This is also the opportunity for anyone else at the table who has a request.
Come forward.
Come forward.
More water, another espresso martini. Let them know now, because guess where they're going?
To the kitchen.
They're heading to the kitchen.
Or they're going to the POS system to type in your order.
They are heading there.
So when I ask for the ranch dressing and our lovely waitress, Ashley, brings me the ranch dressing, Andrew, this is not your time to now be like, oh, you know what, Ashley? I need some mayonnaise.
Because this is a restaurant. This is not a relay race.
Thank you.
You're not going to be having Ashley going hither and thither to and from the POS system to the restaurant. This is going to make her, she's going to be exhausted. This is not an episode of Survivor.
You're embarrassing me. You're embarrassing me.
Yeah, the meal is ruined.
The meal is ruined. You're embarrassing me because nothing makes me feel better than being a good customer.
That is
my goal.
Yep.
That is my goal when I go to a restaurant is I want the waiter to be like, they know they're a good customer.
Damn,
they're a good customer.
I want them to
choose me.
I want them to tell their coworker.
Oh, table 13,
Charlene, baby, you should have seen these people. They had their orders on lock.
Yes,
they tipped me correct.
Yes,
they asked. One person asked for mayonnaise, and they all had their little things ready for me to go at the kitchen.
May I also take this opportunity?
Oh, speak on it.
We're having alcoholic beverages, even if you're having a soda. You need to be on watch of where your drink is at, okay?
Oh, be ready.
Be ready.
Antennas up.
Antennas up. So, like, you need to know where your drink's at so that when they order the food and they're asking you if you need anything, you know what? We'll have another round of margaritas. Do you know what I'm saying? And
wait, you're saying keep up with the table. Is that what you're saying?
Well, that's my next point.
Okay.
I'm just saying also when the waiter asks if you need anything and you need another round of drinks, be ready to say that. What I'm also saying is that if the waiter's asking us for any drinks and I, Cody, am saying, I would love another margarita. Andrew, it's not, that is your opportunity to say, you know what, I'll also have another margarita.
Yeah. Because guess what's about to happen? They're about to make some margaritas.
Yeah. And it's like, you want him to bring my margarita and then ask, and then Andrew's going to say, once the margarita's on my table, that now he's ready for another one.
Correct.
We could have just been on the same level. Like, catch up, bitch.
The only time I think that something like that is appropriate, now hold for me on this analogy.
Oh, no.
I think that this type of behavior is only slightly more acceptable if you're like dining privately at someone's home and there's a chef there and like it's all very catered.
Yes, very relatable.
Very relatable concept.
To me, that is like the same thing as like flying private versus flying in an airport. Like this conversation, we are in a public place. We are at a restaurant. There are other people.
There's other tables. Of course, if they're only worried about you, then yeah,
exactly.
Of course.
Exactly. So, but I'm saying, baby, we're at a restaurant. This is not their only table. And I do think that is kind of an issue. Sometimes people go out to dine and they were like, we are going to dine.
They think that waiter is their personal servant.
Their valet.
Some of y'all, nothing turns me off more than someone who, romantically or platonically, than someone who treats customer service people poorly. Ooh. You weren't raised correctly. You haven't had a challenging job in your entire life. Be nice to people, okay? Especially you hoes going out on Mother's Day, Father's Day, Easter, these big holidays. You're not the only one celebrating the holiday, babe. You're not. Everyone brought their mom. Everyone brought their mom, and they think that their mom is special. And guess what? You're not. Your mom's not special.
Their mom is so special to them.
Yeah. Yeah, to them, but not to the waiter. I don't give a fuck. Know what your next drink is going to be.
Oh, yeah. Especially if you're going to switch.
If you're going to switch drinks, know what you're fucking... If I'm ordering my first drink and it's a margarita, I'm going to look at and I want to try the different drinks, I'm going to know what's next.
Yeah, I'm going to be kind of already thinking maybe a Paloma after this.
Thank you.
Maybe something tequila based.
Maybe I want to switch, but I wasn't sure at the beginning. I'm going to try both. Yeah. Or like, I really love, that first margarita was good enough. Let's just have another one.
Yeah. Sometimes it's the path of least resistance that will get you through.
Homes.com knows that when it comes to home shopping, it's never just about the house or condo. It's about the home. And what makes a home is more than just the house or property. It's the location and neighborhood. If you have kids, it's also about schools, nearby parks, and transportation options. That's why Homes.com goes above and beyond to bring home shoppers the in-depth information they need to find the right home. And when I say in-depth, I'm talking deep. Each listing features comprehensive information about the neighborhood, complete with a video guide. They also have details about local schools with test scores, state rankings, and student-to-teacher ratio. They even have an agent directory with the sales history of each agent. So when it comes to finding a home, not just a house, this is everything you need to know all in one place. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
So I think the reason why we have this hankering to be great customers is because we both worked in restaurants.
Yeah.
Like I was a host, but they would not let me be a server. I asked, I begged and tried. They would not allow me. And you were a waiter for a long time. And I
waited tables from the age of 16 until the age of 26.
Oh, it's 10 years.
10 years, yeah. My first waiting job was at Steak and Shake because it was the only restaurant that they could that I could wait tables and that didn't serve alcohol, so I could do that underage.
Yes.
And that was great because I was making like in high school, I don't know, $12 to $15 an hour in North Carolina.
Very good.
Very good.
You could have bought a house.
Sure, maybe.
Like
it's 2008, 2009, so I'm not sure about that. But
I don't know.
Yeah. I'm someone who's once again trying to impress the waiter. I want them to know that I know their pain. I know the lifestyle. Like I'm gonna, when we're done with plates, I'm organizing things, making sure the table is clean. I'm helping them with plates. I'm like, if they can't reach, I'm trying to help with their experience. I want things to go smoothly.
I like to clean the table, but not because I was a waiter, just because like I like to clean things.
Type A, yeah.
Yeah. But when I was a host, by the way, I was not a great host. I was a good host because I was
charming and fun
and on time, but I never really got it right with sitting in the dining room because and this is also
I don't know the hostess life, but it is not an easy job either.
It's not. Well, because you can't sit. This is what I learned. You can't sit everybody at the same time or else the kitchen gets slammed. Yeah. But I was in a really sticky position because I became friends with the owner of the restaurant who was a money guy. And he was just like, we need to get a lot of people eating in this restaurant. So he would be in my ear being like, why aren't you sitting those people? And I'd be like, well, my manager told me not to. And he would be like, Andrew, if people want to eat at the restaurant, you have to sit there.
See, I don't know if that's a smart thing to do because you don't want a customer to be like, I think someone would rather wait for a good experience than be sat quickly and then complain about everything.
Correct.
Do you know what I'm saying?
We eventually got there.
It's a delicate balance. I was gonna say something, but I forgot.
Yeah, and I understand that perspective now when I go to dine. If I show up early or if I show up on time and they don't have the table, like there's actually no drama here. I know I'm gonna get a table. We're gonna be good. The only thing that makes me a little is if I have a show to get to.
Yes, of course.
But it's like if I don't have to be someplace at 8 p.m., then like.
But you were early.
I would.
Or on time. Sometimes you show up on time, they can't seat you.
Yeah, if you show up on time, something can't seat you. Early, it's not their obligation to seat you early, but I would just like all of us to just go into the subconscious, and to just elicit the memory and the feeling of living in the suburbs and going to a packed chain restaurant and waiting for your table, and the buzzer goes off. The buzzer goes off.
The buzzer.
The buzzer.
The buzzer goes off.
Oh, to feel that joy again.
To feel that joy
again.
is so pure.
Oh my God.
It's so exciting. The buzzer. You've been waiting 35 minutes in the lobby, and finally your table is ready. Buzz, 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 buzz. Is that us? Oh yes, it's us. Let's go. Let's go. With the lights, it's an incredible feeling.
It is, and you know what really makes that feeling so incredible is. Oftentimes, when I reflect back on that chapter of my life, oftentimes you're waiting for so long. You're wondering if the buzzer even works.
It's gonna work. Is this working?
And
have you guys called? Have you called the Rigsby table?
You become concerned.
You become
concerned for the inner workings of the buzzer.
You want to make sure.
So then you're concerned, and so then when it buzzes, you're like, wow. Not only do I get my table, but the buzzer actually works.
Now, I'm going to assume that buzzers are still in use.
Oh, yeah.
But I feel like the modern day era is they get your phone number
text message.
And then they text you.
This is my restaurant trauma. Andrew, as a hostess, how late is like too late to the point that it's like your fault?
Wait,
it's not the host, but
like
here's the thing.
At what point is it like you missed it, babe? That's on you. There's
the customer.
Oh, the customer.
I believe it's 15 minutes.
15 minutes, I think.
I think with this Resi situation, it's got a little out of hand. I was with my brother.
15
and
minutes
the
is a
waitress
lot.
said, please come back in an hour. So we left and went home. And then they literally buzzed us, your table is ready. So we like sprinted over to get there. And at that point.
Babe, here's the thing.
Oh, we left?
Yeah, like this is the beauty. This is kind of the beauty of the buzzer situation and the complex of the text situation.
Yeah.
The buzzer, you had to stay
Sit
within
there.
a 20 feet radius.
It's
You had
all
to
about
stay
the
at the
radius.
restaurant. You had to go and have a Bellini at the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Here, now that you have the text message,
Yeah.
it does give you the freedom.
Yeah.
But you need to be at you have to be within a 10 to 15 minute walk to the restaurant.
Oh.
Once you get the text. Like
Yeah.
you shouldn't be going anywhere further than 10 minutes
Definitely
away.
not like getting in a vehicle or
Like, no, you can't
train
go. I
or
know they said
something.
an hour away, but they're gonna, and this is a business motto that we should all live by.
Okay.
Under promise, over deliver.
Truly.
So they're telling you an hour for safety.
Yeah.
Right.
But more than likely, it's only going to take 35 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's an insider. That's an insider
Tip.
tip.
That's what I was
That's how you
asking.
have to go about it.
They always say longer.
They always say longer, and it's going to be shorter.
Because unfortunately we did leave and then we sprinted back and then we couldn't get a table.
Yeah.
And the hostess
Too
said
bad.
no.
It's gone.
And then the waitress who told us that advice came over and she was like, actually I can get them in, and like got us into a table. And my brother, love him so much, looked at the hostess, said, and that's how you treat a customer.
Uh-oh.
And she kicked us out real quick. She said, you two can go.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
And I don't want to
Because
say
it was,
where.
It was two different people?
Yep, it was the
So
hostess.
one
She said,
kicked you out?
She said, what did you say to me, sir? You two, go.
One kicked you out?
The hostess.
And then one got you a spot?
Yep.
And then in spite and to be petty, the gay
Tactful
brother,
pettiness.
the gay brother, or the straight
Straight.
brother. When I tell you that your straight brother is gayer than your gay brother,
That was very petty of
that was very
host.
petty. No. That was very petty of her brother.
It was a double
You
petty.
mean to tell me that when you walked past, you know,
It was over the
everything was
shoulder, too. It was
rectified?
over the
He didn't need to do all that.
When you got things rectified, you got the table, you are then going to throw it in the other host's face?
You don't need to do all
That's
that.
how you treat a customer? You deserve to get kicked out of
need
that
to do all that.
restaurant.
She said so quick. Those two,
No,
done.
out.
Yeah, no.
Afuera.
Afuera. Well, because also clearly the restaurant was busy.
We don't need your money.
It's not like they had a shortage of people.
Like, you were waiting.
So, because to answer the question, did we ask for the manager? No, the manager came to us.
and said, get the fuck
Get out.
Wow.
In the words of Mariah Carey, get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Why can't you?
Yeah.
Okay, well, this
So
brings us-
you were in the. So you guys were definitely in the wrong. And if you're, whether it be a buzzer or a text message, you
Yeah.
need to stay within
Stay in
10-minute
the
radius
radius.
of the restaurant because they're gonna call you earlier. And make sure you have your buzz on, your ring on, because also if you miss the text message and you're not paying attention, you're also not gonna get your table. Guess whose fault that is? That's your fault, not the
way
restaurant's fault.
That
Yes.
hostess sprinted to us in her kitten heel. She said, get them.
Yeah.
Those two, done.
Listen, that situation has happened to me before where I show up at a place, they say an hour, then they text me early, and I just we're texting now, so I'm going to text you back.
Don't.
And I'm like, listen, you told me an hour, I'll be back, I can be back in 30 minutes. And then they'll kind of work with you sometimes, depending on
you
where
gotta
it
make
is.
friends.
Yeah.
In any service, whether it be a flight attendant, whether it be a host, whether it be a waiter, these aren't your enemies. These aren't your enemies. These are your
friends.
comrades.
They're here to
Yeah.
help you get
They're
to
here
your
to help you.
goal.
Yeah. So be nice.
Like
'cause-
whenever I call to change a flight,
Oh, baby, we can.
Well,
no,
yeah,
That's a whole different
no,
thing.
no.
But
I am so nice on the phone.
I am speaking to Mother Teresa.
Like,
On the phone with certain lines?
baby,
Yes.
that.
Wait a minute.
No.
Wait a minute.
No. I was talking to someone very
at the
stupid,
call
and
center?
I was at my limit.
At the call center.
At the call center was. I read those girls for pills.
You read them down.
And did you ask our manager?
No, I did not. I just hung up and said, no one's going to be able to help
You
me.
did a reset.
Before it happened, he just go.
Okay, that's a whole different topic.
No, we will go there.
Calling an airline? Oh, baby, I'm
He's
so
nice.
sweet,
I'm so nice.
nice.
And
If I need something from you,
But wait, I'm so nice. They comment on how nice I am.
oh, great.
and that really makes me.
You know how when you call Delta, they ask you 1 to 5, like 5 being a recommendation, and you
Yeah.
press 5. I
Yeah.
want them to press 5 on me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Cody's
exactly.
pressing
I want to be a
5.
good conversation.
My Uber rating of Delta would be very high.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Okay, let's get to the scam because this
Oh,
is.
wait,
this
are
is
we already
important.
done?
Yeah, we're done. So the scam of the week is these people that are getting reservations ahead of time and then charging people for the reservation that they made on on what is it, Resi that they're doing it?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. People are selling their reservations.
Yes,
is what you're saying?
they're selling reservations. So like they're going to like the restaurant that has like the really like zhuzhy
Like
title.
It's giving Ticketmaster scammery.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's giving like Renaissance tour tickets and like you bought 10 and now you're charging me $15 for
This is ridiculous. This is
I didn't know that was
ridiculous.
happening.
This is
I'm not
happening.
paying for that.
Well, and also like I'm talking to you, the people who are paying the money for the restaurant. Like, is it really that deep? It's really that deep that you eat at Pastis on a Wednesday night?
Okay, pasties, nobody's selling up.
Okay,
yeah,
but whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
Great chicken Payard, by the way.
oh, so good.
Oh, I would like to say my personal scam, Jack's wife Frida. I'm so sorry.
Oh, see, I disagree with this. You guys
That
have
is
a
the
thing with Jack's
biggest
wife.
scam of New York
Frida
City.
is the most mid restaurant in
Mid.
New York City. Why is there a line?
Why
Why
is
is it
there
mid?
a
Why do you guys think
Why?
it's mid?
So mid.
It's so
It's
mid.
so insanely
Even
mid.
about, like, the
so
actual
many
quality of the
There's
food?
so much
So
better
bad.
Mediterranean,
Middle
Israeli
Eastern.
restaurants. There's so many better places. Why would you wait in line?
It's extremely mid, and people will wait for like 2 hours
For some
to go.
halloumi?
Like the Smith, we know that about the Smith.
Smith is mid, too.
Yeah, we're already there, but it hasn't come all the way around on Jack's wife Frida, and I would like to start a campaign, like PSA. Like,
Wait,
why
guys
are you
are starting
Why
it.
are
Wait
you
a minute,
waiting in line?
Can I also drag the
Please.
butcher's daughter?
Oh, we hate the butcher's daughter.
Yeah,
We hate.
But okay, wait. So here's what
I hate the butcher's daughter.
Stop going, everyone.
I'll give you this.
Not a fan of vegan restaurants, but like it's a
Overhyped.
horrible vegan
But
restaurant.
doesn't Jack's wife Frida and the butcher's daughter, don't they have the same
same
like,
vibe.
the same font even?
Probably.
I think that there is something to be said just like for the marketing of it all. I will say I've never waited to eat at Jack's by Frida, so I don't have this experience of because I think when you wait,
wait a minute. I have never
I would not
waited in a
I
line to
would
go to
not
Jack's
be
by
caught
Frida.
so
dead
you're just
there.
saying
I
you've
have
seen
Yes.
people
I've
wait.
Yes.
There's been a time I went to Jack's by Frida and they said it's a 30-minute wait. I said I'm good.
Well, what are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for?
Some cold halloumi.
No. No.
I just haven't had that experience. I've only had good experiences at Jack by Frida.
Oh.
Okay.
But I totally
The peri
hear
peri
you
chicken
out.
is decent.
No,
It's
bad.
fine.
I think it's more people like something that they know. They like something that's easy. And I think that for
New
them,
York
No,
City, baby, you can find
I
that
feel
so
like
many
the girls that
different
go there
places.
think they're being like interesting.
Oh,
yeah, and same thing with the people who are buying the reservations. They're like, well, I have to impress this person, so I'm gonna get a reservation.
I might
as a thing.
disagree. If there was because reservations to specific restaurants are hard. I've never done it, but
Yeah.
I didn't know that was an option. Like sometimes you want to go to Don Angie and have the lasagna, which is incredible.
It is a good
It's
lasagna.
But is
It's
it
a
worth
good
paying
lasagna.
$200?
Oh, you're paying $200
You pay
on
someone
top of
else.
the bill
Yeah.
just to get the
Yes,
reservation.
You're paying someone to wait in line
I'm
for
not
you.
doing that. I'm not doing that. But like, I'm not gonna judge you if you didn't. Maybe you only have one weekend in New York City and you really want to go to that restaurant. I'm not gonna judge you for it. It's not something I would do, but
Yeah. Listen, and this is the thing about what things cost. If it's worth it to you, pay it. I think it's a scam. And with that, we bid you adieu.
Mm-hmm.
We will see you next week. Bon appetit.
bye,
Bone
boo.
apple tea.
Bone apple tea.